Hello YouTube! So almost a year ago today, I made a video called Book Guilt, in which I went through my bookshelf and I brought down all of the books that I hadn't read and I just confessed them to you. And I thought it would be fun if 1 year later I went through and let you know which of those books I had read over the year. That would have been a very depressing video because the answer was very few. Turns out that confessing to your book guilt does not, in fact, change anything at all about which books you decide to read, because I read like basically none of the books on that list, but I did buy a whole lot more. So I figured for my 1 year book guilt anniversary, I would just make another video showing you all the new books that I have that I haven't read, and then I'll just feel worse about myself. I have A Great and Terrible Beauty by Libba Bray that I got on clearance for $1. I needed this on my shelf for only $1, but not enough to read it. Next is Shiver. Haven't read it. I'm a little bit ashamed about. The Cuckoo's Calling. I was so excited to get this book and I haven't read it yet. Beauty Queens. I heard about this one somewhere. Maybe it was in like a Sublime list that someone posted or something. But it looked really good, so I ordered it on Amazon and here it sits. Fangirl by Rainbow Roll. It looks amazing. Just haven't had time to read this one. I actually only got this in the last month or so I don't feel quite as bad about it. Asylum by Madeline Rowe. It is really cool looking. I bought this sort of right after finishing season 2 of American Horror Story. I kind of had asylums on the brain. And it has a bunch of photos in it and stuff. I'm really ashamed of this one. Ready Player One is a book that was recommended to me like a million times over and I've had it on my shelf for so long. It's just another one that I was so pumped to read and I just haven't made time for it. I just need to do it. Then there's The Unbecoming of Dyer. This one was another one that I saw something about online and just immediately bought on Amazon because I was like, I need that book. And it looks so cool and it looks totally like the kind of book that I'm gonna like, hopefully. I actually forgot about this book. It was hidden behind one of my like picture frames on my bookshelf, and when I moved it I was like, what the heck are these books doing back here? And last up is another pretty new book that I got recently, The Coldest Girl in Cold Town. This one just sounds really interesting. So part of the reason that I'm making this video is just to be honest with you guys about how much I can suck when it comes to making time for reading. But the other part of this video is to let you know that I am actively trying to solve this problem. So I don't know how many of you guys know about Answerly. Answerly is the advice channel that I've been a part of over on my damn channel for the last couple of years with Haley Hoover and Joe Birdsong. But this year we've decided to completely change the project and it's now a book club. So I'm going to be reading young adult books. The other two are reading different genres. Coldest Girl in Cold Town is my next book, and actually a lot of the ones that I showed you in this video that I haven't read are ones that I got specifically for this channel. But it's going to be this really cool, fun, interactive project that you can either be a part of or not. Don't care either way, but it is a good reason to prioritize reading, at least for me. Also, I wanted to let you guys know I have created a Sublime list specifically for this cause, making ourselves read more. I have a bunch of items over there on my list. You know, things that you need to have the most snuggly, successful, awesome reading session ever. And I'm actually giving away this really awesome mug. I just thought it was hilarious. So if you want a chance to win that mug, go check out my list and sign up over there. Thankfully, my list of books I haven't read yet is shorter this year, but not when you add all of last year's books to it. But this will be a much better year for me for reading because one, I have to do it for my damn channel, but also I just really want to prioritize it this year in a way that I didn't last year. I made that whole video and then I didn't do anything about it, and I ended the year feeling a little bit disappointed in myself for how few books I read. I did read all of the Divergent trilogy, loved the first 2 books, didn't love the last book much at all. I read all of the Match trilogy, which I did really love. I'm working on, well, I finished it already, but we're working on Eleanor and Park over on Answerly right now. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know what books you are currently reading right now. Let me know some other good YA suggestions that I could read for Answerly books, and I'll see you next time.